Gonna give it a moment to see if anybody joins me this Monday. Oh, wow. Good morning. Hi, Greater Good. How are you? Good morning to you. I'm going to do a quick reading this morning. I feel like I may actually start doing this for all signs, like really quick readings. For me this morning, it was, good morning, Mania. Awesome. I'm glad you're great. I know what you meant, Greater Good. You're fine. I'm okay this morning. So I'm using my iPad today instead of my computer, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Moving it closer to my mouth. But I felt the need to pull affirmation cards for myself this morning to kind of set the tone for the day. It's just been interesting. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. I only need one person to start, and there's 8 of you. If you guys could hit the like button for me, please. It'll help get my video out there. Thank you for liking. All right, so I'm going to start the reading. I have no idea what's in store. And then I will pull some writing prompts. I don't know if any of you journal or not. But I feel like for a person trying to manifest, that's something that's really good to do, which I'm not even doing myself, so I need to start. But it's also a good way to reflect on self. Hi, Indica. Indica Moonlight. Oh, I'm pretty. Hi, Norma. I have work in 30 minutes, so I can't be on here too long. Hi, Dennis from the Philippines. Messages and guidance. Hi, Rita. So I'm going to do my readings the way that I have been lately, which is shuffling and then pulling cards from the top and a card from the bottom. Thank you. Ooh, not ready. Not ready. Thank you. Okay. The first card. Hermit mode. Thank you very much. Now, is SA South Africa or San Antonio? Please. I think it's probably South Africa, but good morning. Hi, Sam. So I have the Hermit card. We're so good at this. It's just ridiculous. This is you reflecting, and this is also, I thought so, Maggie. Good morning to you, or evening to you. I don't know what time it is where you are. But our planet is Saturn, and this is all about learning the lessons. And I'm going to say this. When it comes to tarot, I feel like a lot of people, I understand there's tarot, but it's like a lot of people just want to hear some sugar-coated version with rainbows and glitter and tulips and shit like that. And I don't feel like tarot should be that way, because what is the use of telling someone the good that's going to come to them if they don't know how to make sure it stays? So this is you guys reflecting. This is you guys possibly looking at past situations, and those can be relationships with friends and also lovers, to see like what it is that is repetitive in those relationships, and what you can grow from, what you can learn from it so that you can grow and be better. Because our whole purpose for being here is to love one another and grow and help each other. But so many people are more concerned with self all the time that they end up hurting other people. So this is not saying you're not supposed to put yourself first, because I'm going to always say put yourself first. But this is you being honest with yourself and actually taking time. Like some people get out of relationships and they want to jump into another one. Well, how do you know you actually love that person, the new person, when you think you are in love with them? Are you sure you're not transferring feelings from a previous person that you haven't let go of? So it's something to think about. So this is you taking time for yourself when needed to reflect on things. Because if you don't reflect and you don't learn the lesson, you're always going to be in agony. You're always going to be suffering. And you're always going to be repeating cycles because you're not learning. So this is about you taking responsibility for yourself and taking time away when needed to look within, to see what you have experienced, what you could have done differently. It's not always about blaming someone else. And I know a lot of times we're in situations with people like, yeah, I was in a situation with somebody and I said he treated me like shit. But guess what? I allowed him to stay in my life until I decided I wasn't going to take anymore. And I moved away from him. I just like ended things. I've done that multiple times. But the issue is, as a Capricorn, when I love hard. And I know a lot of you are the same, and you give your all. And sometimes we give our all to people that are not deserving. They need to earn it. Hi, Empress Wu Reese Buttercups. Reese Buttercups, girl, yes. Good morning. If I could have some chocolate, but I'm trying to be better and eat better. But this is about you being honest with yourself and taking accountability for your part. And if you have someone in your life that is not treating you well, don't ask a tarot reader, well, what can I do to make them treat me better? Sometimes it has to do with boundaries, and other times it has to do with just letting them go. Because everyone is not going to appreciate you. Everyone is not going to like the light in you, Capricorn. Everybody is not going to love you. There are going to be some people that thrive off of stealing energy from other people. And sometimes, hi Michelle, and sometimes we hold on to those people that want to steal our energy too long. So this is you knowing when to walk away also. Hi Marilena from Romania. The next card is the Four of Swords. This is for me also like, hi Michelle, this is also like the Hermit mode card for me. So this is just confirmation, because this is you thinking and reviewing everything and taking a moment to have clarity and to see, I'm not answering anything personal. This is taking time to look within and meditate and gather your thoughts and really look within. I love that card. It's also you protecting yourself, because think of it as the sword is for protection too, not just your mental. It's like you being able to protect yourself. But this is someone is also taking time. This is two cards about taking time for introspection and self-evaluating and just thinking things through. Instead of action, sometimes we just need to think. I think with Capricorns, we're so passionate, we act before we think sometimes, which can be our downfall. This is taking a time to meditate. Four is stability. It's like taking the time to mentally stabilize yourself is what it is. Next card from the top, the Two of Wands. This is a person getting out of their comfort zone. I feel like for some people, this could be stuck between two places or two things or two thoughts. But this is about taking action because it's the wands. The wands are about taking action. When I see this, I see somebody looking out, like seeing what else is out there. And it's kind of like, I guess this morning is all about self-reflection. This is a person to me when I'm looking at this card, because this doesn't even have to be based on the meaning. This is a person that's kind of like, well, what can I do? What can I do differently? This is like a person looking between the possibilities. This is like the Two of Wands is after the Ace of Wands, so it's almost like a new beginning. But this is a person looking out. And for some of you, this can be, should I stay or should I go? Is it worth me staying here, or do I need to move and go to something else? Hi, Lisa. Hi, Miss CB Candace. The next card, the next card is a Judgment card. It's because situations like these are wake-up calls for you guys. Thank you very much. This is a wake-up call. This is you guys looking within. This is 3 cards about looking within. This is you guys looking within. Morning working on me, healing PT. This is such a pretty card too. There's for some of you, there's a situation where you're not even going to be able to talk to somebody about a particular situation. You're just going to have to decide. You're just going to have to decide. And you're going to make a judgment call on something. And sometimes when you make a judgment call, people try to make you feel guilty. Do not allow anybody to make you feel guilty about a decision you make, especially if it's to protect yourself. You could have somebody impatient trying to rush you into something with the Knight of Swords. Maybe somebody rushing you to make a decision. Maybe somebody rushing you into a relationship. Don't allow somebody to rush you. You take your time. If you feel ready, then you're ready. If you're not, then a person should respect those boundaries. But this is somebody, for me, even though this is a sword and the sword is about thinking, it's about you having to make a decision, because for me, it's because somebody's rushing you to decide on something. It's like there's that statement about car salesmen and insurance salesmen like really rushing you. It's because they want you to, it's almost like they try to make you feel like you're missing out. And unfortunately, the way things are nowadays in regards to relationships, a lot of people have the fear of missing out. But what are you missing out on? Don't allow somebody to rush you into a decision. But don't move so fast either. Think before you act, before you decide. Ooh. I love tarot so much. The reason you think and you do not rush into a decision, and a lot of you Capricorns know what I'm talking about, because you probably I have met someone and moved too fast and thought you were in love and didn't have strong boundaries and didn't say what you wanted, didn't speak up for yourself because you were so afraid of that person being mad, like that person is your parent. Why do I need to take my time? So you don't end up in another tower moment. So you don't end up in another tower moment. Like I said, this is about protecting yourself. So the introspection that I mentioned earlier, 3 cards for introspection, 2 cards for making a decision, it has to do with the tower moment. Think of your tower moments. Think of whatever you're in pain about now. And if you're in pain about something, I'm so sorry. I feel like a lot of times we can have a hole where somebody hurt us. And it's like no matter who we're with, that hole is still going to be there because we did have hope or we did really believe in someone who disappointed us and let us down. Think about whatever you're hurting in regards to now and be honest with yourself, brutally honest with yourself about what you allowed. If you allowed somebody to stay too long, what you could have done differently. What would have happened if you left earlier? Tower moment. This is the carpet being swept from under you. And sometimes we have to make our own tower moment to save ourselves. You have to understand that too. Sometimes you have to create your own tower moment to save yourself. And sometimes when you do that, I can't even make this crap up. For you guys that are just seeing me do this and not shuffle, I shuffled at the beginning and I said I was just going to be pulling cards from the top of the deck. Hi, John, how are you? But after a tower moment, even if you create the tower moment on your own, it is so, so painful when it's happening, but it is temporary and the pain subsides. And eventually, you will see why things happen the way that they did. Sometimes people are in our lives to disrupt them. Sometimes people enter our life. I really, truly feel that some people's sole purpose, they are being used as a tool to disrupt the lives of others. They're helping us get someplace that we need to be, whether that be to love yourself more, or to have stronger boundaries, or to discover what it is you do not want, to teach you how to love. When there's a tower moment, whether you create it or not, and again, sometimes you have to create your own tower moment, it makes room for something new, a new offer. This resonates with me so much because I'm getting rid of things. Because I have a lot of things and I'm trying to learn to detach and simplify my life because I have a smaller apartment. Even though it looks bigger, I have less place to store things. But as I'm getting rid of clothes, because I'm mostly getting rid of clothes and little knickknacks, I'm making room for new to come into my life because a lot of things that we hold on to have stagnant energy. And sometimes those things are people. But when you move away from somebody that's not treating you well or something that's not treating you well, it leaves the door open for new things to come towards you, new people to come towards you. You have to know that you're worth it. Think of it like this. A lot of times, I'm going to say we as a collective. A lot of times we know what we deserve, but we tolerate things we shouldn't. And it's like we're holding on to stagnant energy when we do that. So we can't be upset that we're not manifesting or having what we want when we're holding on to rancid energy. When you move away from things and people that don't serve you, you make room for new. For some people, and I saw somebody say that they're unemployed. Maybe this is letting you know to change the way that you do things, and maybe you'll find a job. Maybe there will be a job offer that comes. Maybe you need to do something different. Maybe you need to possibly, I'll say it like this. There's so many jobs out there, but so many people are stuck on having a certain type of job. You're welcome, Shirley. So many people are stuck on having a certain type of job. I'm going to say this. Some people think they're too good to work at KFC. Why? If you really, at the end, if you need money, that's a respectable job. So what if it's not what you used to do? And I know in places like this, sometimes they will turn people down and say, I'm sorry, you're too qualified, which I think is stupid. Because let a person work if they're willing to work. I used to work for Sears, and one of the CEOs used to actually, I don't know if it was Popeyes or KFC or Church's, but he used to be a manager. He started off working fast food and ended up running a major retail chain. But of course, he left and ended up going somewhere else. Oh my goodness. Did I say I love tarot? So like I said, know what serves you and who is for you. And if they're not, walk away. So what if you don't know? Go towards the unknown. Some of you are with people that you don't know crap about them anyway. I've been in that situation. I didn't know nothing in a relationship I was in. More than one. I moved away. And I couldn't be happier for him moving away. It was one of the best things I've done. Same for some of you. You have peace. You moved away from drama and found some peace. You might be by yourself, but it's peaceful. This is knowing when to leave something behind. Something not fulfilling for you. Sometimes when we move ourselves away from something or someone not fulfilling, we have epiphanies and we realize things and we get ideas. For me, I had an idea of how to heal myself and decided I would start a YouTube channel. And here I am. I have a YouTube channel. It's slowly growing, but it's growing. And I reflect a lot on myself. And I know a lot of you reflect a lot on yourselves, Capricorn, because I see it in my comments all the time. But this is you having clarity and an epiphany and realizing things and having ideas. And for some of you, maybe you're thinking too hard. Maybe you just need to write a list of things that you're good at. Even if it's something that you feel like you do just as a leisurely activity. Or there might be something, it's not even that. Think of something that you do that you don't think is a big deal that everybody seems to think is a big deal. That might be an opportunity for you to make money. I'm gonna end with this one. Did I say it might be an opportunity for you to make money? 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it. Some of you have ideas that you don't even think anything, or excuse me, some of you have skills that you don't even think anything of, and you don't realize how much money it can actually bring into your life, how much abundance it can bring into your life. For some of you, it is something that can leave financial wealth for your children. It can be something that connects you with somebody else that's on the same exact page as you, and you guys can build a foundation for your family. Leave a legacy. It's all about how you look at things. I love this card. And one of my other tarot decks with the 10 of Pentacles, it actually, hi Tina. Hi, Miss CB. Hi, Sylvia. And one of my other tarot decks, the 10 of Pentacles actually shows like a family boarding a plane. There's someone you can build wealth with, but you may have to change how you do things. I'm not going to end here, I lied. You have to change how you do things. But some of you are sitting on a gold mine. You have skills that you don't think anything about, but everyone thinks that they're such great skills to have. And Etsy, people buy everything on Etsy. People buy stupid things. Things you may think are stupid. They will buy it on Etsy. Etsy, whoever created Etsy is brilliant. I'm going to pull, okay. You have to decide. Some of you even have to decide to choose. Some of you are like sacrificing yourself to be with someone, and that person is costing you money. The next card. You're doing all the giving and they're taking and you're staying. You have to decide. You have to choose yourself sometimes. I'm not going to tell you what's right or wrong. That is totally up to you. But if you're unhappy, who's keeping you there? That's what you have to decide. I think I read in the comments where some people are like, this person won't leave me alone. But it's like, how can somebody force their way into your life? They're in your life because you allow it. So some of you have to decide. Some of you have to decide between jobs, or do I try to start something on my own while I'm looking for a job to see if it will bring money, and maybe it will, and then you will find a job and then you'll have both sources of income. But this is making a hard decision. And for some of you, making that hard decision is choosing between staying in a relationship and choosing yourself. What do you value more? What does the other person value more? I think it's very unfair for two people to be in a relationship and two people loving one person and nobody loving one. Nobody loving you. If that's the case, I don't know. I'm just talking. Take what fits and leave the rest. Some of you are really confused. Some of you are dealing with somebody that just wants money. Think of how much you give to them and how much they give to you. I'm imagining somebody in the house paying all the bills and buying all the groceries, and the person's just sitting there watching TV or gaming, eating all the food, and complaining like they contribute. Hi, Katongo. Jamie, that's too long. You have to choose yourself. For some of you, maybe this decision is an escape route, how to get out of the mess. I don't know. Hi, Diksha, hi. But some of you are in a situation where you're giving so much and nobody's giving to you. That's not fair. Being with people that are looking for a handout. If you guys can hit the like button, please. I'm going to wrap up in a moment. I'm okay, Diksha. Thank you for asking. You guys share the wealth with everyone. But everyone won't share the wealth with you. So this is about you taking action. You have to take action. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning. Some of you may need to start something new. It is going to start with a thought, so I think you should write some things down. But this is you guys growing too. For me, this is you guys planting seeds and watching things grow from them. These leaves don't come from nowhere, they're growing. But this is you guys taking action. But it all starts with you being in hermit mode and taking time for yourself. That doesn't mean isolate yourself from the whole world, but it just means taking more time for yourself. Valuing yourself more, knowing what you deserve, knowing what you don't deserve, knowing when to walk away from something, knowing that there are things and talents in yourself that you can utilize, excuse me, that you can utilize in order to earn some income, especially if you're not working right now. I send positive vibes to anybody that is not working, that you find a job that you're happy with. But in the meantime, you may need to get out of your comfort zone and do something you're not used to doing. If you really need the money, I know that there are people that probably have gotten homeless because they didn't want to take certain types of jobs. Don't be that person. You have responsibilities. There's things that need to be paid, there's still bills that need to be paid regardless. I have 73 people in the room and 47 likes. Now it's 74. I want the number, it was just funny. So 74 or 47, look up those numbers. or look up 7447. But you guys have to take initiative. This is about changing your energy too. This is about changing your energy too. I'm in a group and I pulled some cards. I swear one of them had to do with energy. Where'd it go? I'm going to share these with you guys. I swear I had a card, an energy card. All right. We're gonna leave that there. Yeah. See, look. Capricorn, this is so meant for you. Some of you are dealing with toxic energies, meaning people and situations. You have to know. Some of you are you're making a difficult decision between choosing between yourself and a toxic person. Feeling obligated to stay with somebody because of loyalty. Screw loyalty when it comes to it making you deteriorate internally. Deteriorate internally. Feeling sick all the time. Some of you probably have health issues. And you're staying in a situation. Your body knows. An example, I was in a relationship and I have fibroids. I had my worst fibroids when I was in that relationship. After I got out of that relationship, my issues went away. It was so stressful for me, it was making my body have flare-ups. Some of you ladies and some of you guys might be suffering hair loss and things like that. Some of you may have really bad feminine issues. Pay attention to when the stuff started. Choose yourself. This says, I will not look back, only forward. Do not be sad and dwell on the past. It's not helping you, especially if it was a bad situation. You're not there anymore. You're here now. What can you do now? Accept yourself as you are. If you're not happy about your weight or something like that, I'm not. So I'm gonna work on it. I've been getting fluffy on purpose, but unintentionally. It was like unconsciously. Well, unconsciously, I think I've been gaining weight because I don't want to be in a relationship. So I want to feel not so attractive, and I'm just being transparent. But I noticed that. But accept yourself as you are. And if there's things that you don't like, work on changing them. Only you can change them. And then we're ending with this because of the first cards. I'm not pulling any cards, regardless of the situation. I'm so sorry. I'm not pulling any cards. I said that earlier for personal. And I'm very sorry that person is in hospice. But this is, actually no, I'm going to pull a card for you and then I'm going to end. I'm sorry. I feel the need to pull a card for you. But this is you guys learning from today. Learning. This is you learning from your mistakes and growing from them. All right. One moment. This is the last card. This is for you, but I am sharing this with the whole group, okay? It's a healing card. And I feel like this healing card is going to be more for you than for her. inner journey. I feel like, CB, I feel like this is more for you. Because of her situation, you're going to end up being on a healing journey. Ooh, I feel like crying right now. You're going to be on a healing journey because normally when people are in hospice, they're not going to be around for very long. It's going to put you on a healing journey. And I think it's going to be your tower moment, unfortunately. Sorry. Hopefully she had a good life, and when she was there, remembering things. But maybe this was, oh, this is going to sound so bad. You're going to be on a healing journey, but a burden will be lifted because she'll be free. Because I know dealing with people that have Alzheimer's is really, really hard. Ooh, sorry. I'm supposed to start my shift right now. So I'm going to end the reading there. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know anybody with Alzheimer's. I just heard it's very, very hard because they're deteriorating. But it's going to put you on a journey. And it's going to be hard, and it's sad, and people don't want to admit this, but sometimes when people pass, a burden is lifted a little bit, but she won't be suffering anymore. And I hate to say that, but so I'm going to leave you guys with that. It is a horrible disease. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Hopefully the message resonated earlier as far as the being in hermit mode and reflecting on self. But I love you guys. I have to go because my shift is starting now. But I love you, and oh, thank you. But I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. Oh, please like my video. And if you're Capricorn, the last 2 Capricorn readings were amazing. All right. Love you guys. Bye.